Mahomes guns it long for the end zone. Wide open touchdown! Kansas City! It's a home run to Tyreek Hill.
That was one of 3 first-half touchdown passes for Patrick Mahomes as the Chiefs won their 3rd game in a row and moved to 7-1 here at the midpoint of the 2020 season. Hey everybody, and welcome into The Breakdown. My name is Matt McMullen, and this week we're talking about the Chiefs' dominant victory over the New York Jets on Sunday. The Chiefs had the edge in this one on paper, but it was still up to them to take care of business, and we saw that early and often as Kansas City jumped out to a big lead and never looked back. We'll walk back through this game from the beginning through the voice of Mitch Holthus, plus interviews with Patrick Mahomes, Mecole Hardman, Tyrann Mathieu, and Tommy Townsend. But first, let's hear from Coach Reid.
Don't have any injuries for you, so good all-around win. I thought every phase did a nice job and played well. There's a good focus amongst the team. I thought our defense really did a great job on third downs, in particular in the red zone, and held them to field goals, which ended up being big for us. And then really turned up the gas the second half. And then the offense was able to move the ball well in the air. And it's funny because we have this whole RPO thing going, and some of those runs were end up being throws, but we'll just count them as yards. And so I thought it was a nice job by Patrick. Again, he had complete command of everything going on, including the check at the end when they were in a blitz look and hit Tyreek on a big touchdown. So just both sides of the ball, both lines, I thought did a nice job. I think that Jets defensive front is really a good front. Greg Williams, experienced defensive coordinator that gives you a lot of different looks. And I was proud of how those big guys handled it on both sides of the ball. So a lot of good work there. And then we were able to get some of the young guys in also with some work.
Just a really strong performance all around in this one. Patrick Mahomes was phenomenal. Just about everybody had a catch on offense, and the defense wasn't giving an inch in the second half. The theme of this game for me was taking care of business. The Chiefs were clearly the better team on paper, but you still have to play the game. Well, they did that to perfection on Sunday. All right, let's walk back through this one from the very beginning. The Chiefs didn't waste any time getting started on Sunday, marching 90 yards on their opening possession. Patrick Mahomes completed all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive for 85 yards, including an 18-yard strike to Le'Veon Bell that set up Kansas City's first touchdown of the day. Mahomes tossed a quick pop pass to Mecole Hardman, essentially a jet sweep, and the speedy Hardman did the rest, coming around the edge and weaving through defenders for a 30-yard touchdown.
Jet action. Here it comes near side. Hardman 20, 15, 10, explodes. 5, touchdown. Kansas City. A 9th touchdown for Mecole Hardman. And Hardman on the flip pass coming to the near side so fast the Jets couldn't see it coming.
Hardman got to show off his speed early there as part of a pretty impressive game for him overall, as he finished with 7 grabs for 96 yards. Here's what he had to say about his touchdown after the game.
I had to score and play. That's how well they blocked it up. And I think Coach Reid did a good job of calling in the right situation. And I just had to get in his zone. And shoot, I did. So that's all I can say about it.
Love that attitude from Mecole. And this offense was clicking early as Mahomes found 4 different receivers for positive gains on that drive, and they'd keep it going throughout the rest of the first half. After New York connected on a field goal, the Chiefs got the ball back and appeared to stall out at midfield. It was 4th down and the punting unit was on to kick the ball away, but Tommy Townsend caught everybody by surprise when he geared up to throw rather than punt the ball away. And it turns out the kid has a pretty good arm. He found Byron Pringle for a gain of 13, and just like that, the Chiefs had a fresh set of downs.
Ariosa's back to take this punt for the Jets. It's a fake punt. Tommy Townsend throws it near side to Byron Pringle. It's a first down at the 36-yard line. Tommy Townsend threw a dart. Is that number 5 or 15? Did Mahomes just put on Townsend's jersey? Because that thing was a rocket.
Awesome effort there from Townsend. We knew he could fake punts at the University of Florida, at least with his legs. We hadn't seen his arm yet, but still, it was just a matter of time, and he executed this perfectly when finally given the chance. Here's what was going through his mind when he first got that play call.
you know, running out there, I mean, of course, like I'm pumped if we have the opportunity to run a fake. But yeah, I got out there, we got the look we wanted. And from then on, I was just thinking, you know, just don't baby, get it out there to him. Just like I've been doing, you know, all week, the past couple weeks in practice, I guess. And yeah, I got out to Pringle. He made a nice catch and got a couple yards.
And here's what Patrick Mahomes had to say about the play from his perspective, plus his thoughts on Tommy's arm.
No, I thought it was sweet, man. He ripped that thing. It wasn't no like lollipop at all. I mean, he caught it and ripped it over there. So it was pretty impressive. I actually didn't know it was happening. I was trying to go for it, and Coach Reed was I should have known by the way he just kind of threw. He said, "Oh, just go ahead." Like he sent the special teams out there, and I was like, "Man, you're not going to even think about it." And I guess he already had things planned ahead. And I think Tobe does a great job, and he has for a very long time of having different tricks and different ways to execute at a high level for that special teams group. And it gave us a chance to have another play, and we were able to score on it. It was a big point in the game.
Yeah, as Patrick said, they didn't waste that opportunity. One snap later, Mahomes fired a rope downfield into the arms of Tyreek Hill for a 36-yard touchdown.
Mahomes guns it long for the end zone. Wide open touchdown! Kansas City! It's a home run to Tyreek Hill on an outstanding route, and the fake punt sets up a 36-yard deep slant, and the Chiefs get 2 touchdowns on as many drives.
Tyreek now has a touchdown in all but one game this season. He's the only player in the NFL with a score in 7 ball games this year, and that one had Kansas City up by a score of 14-3. The Jets answered with 2 more field goals, which was really the theme for the New York offense in the first half. They were moving the ball into Chiefs territory on a regular basis, but they couldn't finish drives and consistently had to settle for 3 points. That's a problem when you're playing the Chiefs, and despite the fact that Kansas City punted on their 3rd offensive drive, they were back in the end zone a possession later when Mahomes flipped a quick underhand toss to Travis Kelce, who hauled in the catch and powered ahead for a 3-yard touchdown.
Sprint actually shoveled it inside to Kelce. Touchdown! Kansas City! It was like a softball pitcher in the College World Series in Oklahoma City. That time Mahomes went underhand and scooped it to Kelce for a shovel pass inside the right tackle for a touchdown. And all of the softball fans in the Chiefs' kingdom rejoice.
Mitch is the best. It was only the first half, but this kind of felt like a knockout blow for the Chiefs' offense. The Jets were settling for field goal after field goal, and unlike last week, when New York held Buffalo to 0 for 5 in the red zone, the Chiefs were finishing drives with touchdowns. The Jets kept fighting, though, moving into position for yet another field goal in the closing seconds of the first half, but Armani Watts got a hand on it as time expired for the block, denying the attempt and any Jets momentum heading into halftime.
Right in the center of the field, it's blocked! The kick is blocked and picked up by Kansas City! It's picked up by Mecole Hardman! He's looking for somebody to lateral to, but he can't find anybody! Armani Watts blocks the field goal, and Mecole Hardman had it and looked like he could return it for a touchdown. The Jets were just grabbing and pulling at him. He was looking for somebody to lateral it to. But the Jets cannot score on the last drive of the second quarter. Armani Watts with the blocked field goal.
Would have loved to see Mecole Hardman run that one back for a touchdown, but I'll take the block as Kansas City held on to a 21-9 lead at the break. The second half was largely uneventful, but the Chiefs were later back in the end zone when Mahomes tossed a perfect ball to Demarcus Robinson for yet another score.
Mahomes with time. Sidearms at Demarcus Robinson. Corner route. Caught! Touchdown! Kansas City. Demarcus Robinson. Shades of the Raider game a year ago. Burning the secondary on a deep corner route for a 26-yard touchdown pass.
Now that felt like the real knockout blow, putting the Chiefs up by a score of 28-9. The Jets, meanwhile, hadn't managed a first down through the entire third quarter. They finally tallied one against the Kansas City defense on their ensuing drive after D-Rob's score, but a play later, Dan Sorensen forced a fumble and the ball was turned right back over to the offense. Despite the big lead, the defense just kept bringing it over and over again, and that's by design. Tyrann Mathieu has emphasized the need for this defense to finish, even when the game seems secure. He was proud of his group on Sunday for carrying that mentality throughout 4 quarters in this game.
Oh, yeah. I think all of us were committed. All of us were focused throughout the whole game, throughout the course of the game. I think Coach Spags do a great job, too, of just staying on top of us, reminding us, even after big plays, to this game isn't over. We got a whole nother half to play. It's a lot of football left. So I thought our guys took it seriously the whole way through. And that's what you want. You never want to stoop down to the level of any opponent if you feel like you're a better team. So I'm proud of my guys, but it's a lot we could clean up, from that first half.
And the offense wasn't letting up either. On what ended up being his final drive of the game, Mahomes tossed a 41-yard strike down the sideline to Hill for the duo's second touchdown connection of the day.
Fade pattern near side, Tyreek Hill catches the ball at the 5. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Jets blitz. Tyreek Hill goes long. He's got a touchdown, and Mahomes has 5 touchdown passes Tyreek Hill took a shot, and hopefully he's okay. They're going to carry him off the field, playing around here, but hopefully he's okay. Patrick Mahomes is carrying him off the field. So try to protect Mahomes' back, but on that back is 5 touchdowns, including 2 today to Tyreek Hill, and Mahomes has been magnificent.
As Mitch said, that was Mahomes' 5th touchdown of the game, as he finished the day with 5 scores and 416 yards through the air. That all checks out to a 144.4 passer rating. Ridiculous. It also turns out that this play to Hill was Mahomes' favorite touchdown of the day.
My favorite's probably the last one, just because I got a check to it, and we've been working on that check for a while, and we got the look that we liked, and we're able to check and make the play happen. So I would say that was that one, or the underhand one. I mean, the underhand one's sweet, man. Every time I get that opportunity to do that, I try to take advantage.
That underhand throw that Patrick was referring to was the 3-yard pass to Kelsey. But whether it was 3 yards or 41 yards down the sideline to Hill, they each demonstrated how this offense can beat you. All in all, 10 different players caught a pass for Kansas City on Sunday, and 4 different guys caught a touchdown. We've talked all season about how this team is taking what the defense is giving them. Well, for 7 games this year, that was a running game and an underneath passing attack. It appears the Jets seem committed to stopping the run, though, which meant opportunities down the field, and the Chiefs didn't miss. Mahomes spoke about that after the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's always fun to go out there and score touchdowns and do all that different type of stuff. But we've kind of been saying it all year long, is we have a lot of ways that we can beat teams. And today they were doing a good job of kind of stuffing up the run, and we took it to the air and threw the ball and made plays happen that way. And so now that you kind of see it, that we can throw the ball on teams, we can run the ball on teams, and it's about taking what's there and finding the best way to win a football game.
This team is lethal in so many ways, and it will never get old watching them win in just about every fashion imaginable. Whether it's 4 takeaways on defense against New England, a 3-phase attack like last week, a wild running game against Buffalo, or today's passing attack, it all works just the same, and each is entertaining in its own way. All right, let's quickly jump into my 3 stats to know from this game. My first stat is 4. Patrick Mahomes threw at least 4 touchdown passes for the 10th time in his career on Sunday. That's by far the most in the NFL since 2018, and 4 more than second place. In fact, only Russell Wilson has more than 5 such games in that span. Some additional context, Mahomes has played just 39 games in his career, and in those, he's thrown at least 4 touchdowns in just about a quarter of them. It's just incredible. My second stat is 2. The Chiefs allowed 2 first downs in the second half, and one of those was at the very end of the game. As Tyron discussed earlier, this defense wasn't going to ride the big lead at any point in this one. They kept bringing it on every single possession, denying New York any chance of mounting any kind of comeback. Oh yeah, they also didn't allow a touchdown all game. Lastly, my final stat is 8. Tyreek Hill recorded his 8th multi-receiving touchdown game since 2017 on Sunday, matching Davante Adams for the most in the NFL. If there are still people out there who don't consider him a top 5 receiver in this league, independent of what he can do in the other aspects of the game, well, the stats speak for themselves. It all led to a dominant victory on Sunday, and while this was expected from the Chiefs, they should be recognized for taking care of business in such efficient fashion. Look no further than last week, when the Buffalo Bills, a team many consider to be one of the better squads in the AFC, went down to the wire with New York. There was really never any sense that the Chiefs weren't prepared in this one. Actually, it was quite the opposite. They hit on all cylinders on both offense and defense, all en route to a strong performance against an opponent with nothing to lose. Champions win the games they're supposed to, and the Chiefs did that on Sunday with just about no error. That's all for this one, everybody. Thank you so much for listening, as always, and I'll see you later this week as we get ready for the Carolina Panthers. Until then, this is Matt McMullen, signing off.